Good Friday morning, everyone. We have made it. Welcome to AMHQ Early. I'm meteorologist Jen Carfagno. We do have some storms today in the forecast, and we still have the fire danger. So let's start with the storms. We do have the forecast for rain, and here's Amarillo with storms in place this evening and then into tomorrow. Then we dry out. It actually gets quite dry yet again, but we'll take what we can get out of this rainfall. So let's take a look. We look at today's forecast, the red zone for possible thunderstorms. It's a small, skinny little area, and we've got that from eastern New Mexico into western Texas down to Fort Stockton. So yes, we do have thunderstorms in the forecast for Amarillo. You are not in this red zone. There's not going to be a lot of severe weather today. There's a chance, but it's not going to be a big widespread area. We look at the forecast, and our system has been, our upper level system has been pulling out of the four corners, driving our new surface low that will develop, and we'll be watching the dry line as a trigger. We'll watch this warm sector as the area where thunderstorms can fire, and maybe up here too, right along the warm front for some thunderstorms. The challenge is the moisture is so limited. The air has been very dry to start, so the pre-existing conditions are not good. And now we do get some limited moisture in here, and it's going to take some time just to get that back into the area. The southeastern winds at the first couple thousand feet of the atmosphere will be quite strong, and so the speed of the wind there, plus the turning of direction with height and the speed of the wind here up, as we get to the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere, that is going to contribute to the potential of storms rotating, and that could mean severe weather. So that's why we have that risk today. Here's a look at our water vapor here. Quite the view as you see this whole big system spinning upper level low across the four corners, and then we see some moisture at the mid to upper levels coming in from the southwest here. It's some Pacific moisture. It's rather limited, and it's pretty high up, but at the surface we do have some of that southeasterly flow coming in, and that will help bring us some surface Gulf moisture. It's got a way to travel right before it gets over here to western Texas to eastern New Mexico. Nothing showing up right now on the radar across this area. Of course, once you get up into elevation into Colorado, we are getting some snow showers up there. That's all associated with the upper level system. But let's focus on what's happening with the thunderstorm chances today. So we start off this morning, nothing on the radar. As we get through the afternoon, we'll start to see some showers popping. This is your 7 o'clock forecast. So you can see it takes all day for the atmosphere to destabilize, for the moisture to be in place so that we can actually get some rain out of these thunderstorms. And we'll see that chance from western Kansas, Oklahoma into portions of Texas. There's not a ton down here in West Texas, but there is a chance for that. And then overnight tonight and tomorrow, that's when we get a bit more moisture in play. We'll start to see the rain on the increase back into eastern Oklahoma. This is the spot. It keeps on raining. So we're getting much more rain in areas that unfortunately already have a surplus of rainfall east of Dallas, northeastern Texas into Arkansas. Now, there is a chance for severe thunderstorms tomorrow. You kind of saw what was happening here where we do have that isolated chance of it, but it's certainly possible from Dallas southward to Houston over towards Lake Charles. Now, these storms will lose their oomph as they move towards the Atlanta area, but that doesn't mean you're in the clear. The rain starts here on Sunday, and that could be bad news for the Sweetwater 420 Fest in Centennial Olympic Park this weekend. Though I'm optimistic. I am optimistic about the rain for Georgia and South Carolina holding off for a good chunk of the weekend. So let's look at Atlanta, though. It just seems like every weekend in the South we are talking about rain. The pattern has been setting up that every weekend we get rain. So again, this weekend in Atlanta, it's going to be a Sunday issue. Rain has fallen 5 of the past 6 weekends. So far this season, though, we've only had 6 1/3 inches of rainfall. That's below average. You probably got the alerts on your phone saying that there's fire danger. The reason why is that, yes, we've had, it seems like a lot of rainy days, but we just haven't had a lot of rain. And so that we are a little below average when it comes to the rainfall. Comes in on Sunday late in the day and then continues into Monday. So here's how the rain spreads east for us as we get through the weekend. This is Saturday into Tuesday. Rain spreading in, and some of the heaviest of rain will be here across portions of the southeast, Alabama, and in the Atlanta area and over towards Augusta and over into Columbia, South Carolina. We have the chance of getting 3 to 5 inches of rain. Our system really slows down once it gets over here, and there's a decent amount of moisture coming back, so we'll get the chance for getting some steady rainfall. Saturday evening, storms on the move, moving from Texas and Oklahoma into Arkansas and Louisiana, and we'll watch that head into Mississippi by Saturday evening. There will be some scattered thunderstorms, and lightning is always a threat. There is not a widespread chance for severe weather throughout the entire southeast. The chance for severe is down here across Louisiana, southern Mississippi, southern Alabama, the Florida Panhandle, Panama City, Destin, Orange Beach, all places this weekend. You need to make sure you have a way to get warnings if you are out on the beaches. All right, so, which you might not be because of the rain, but let me show you the forecast. So here's Sunday, and we watch for that moisture on the move. We're going to see the rain, some of it heavy at times, moving into Alabama, then eventually Georgia throughout the day, then South Carolina. Then you watch what happens is that Tuesday, we're still talking about this low hanging out here over the southeast. So by Tuesday, we're still looking at some rain coming in to Charlotte, which, by the way, we need rain, and Charleston, we really need rain. So we'll get a couple of chances out of that. Here's your forecast for Charlotte. Temperatures next 2 days start warming back up. So there's that. But then the rain comes in and you kind of get socked in with the rain. It's going to be cool and raw. Temperatures hitting 60. There's an east wind setting up. I don't like that. By the time we get into Monday, it is going to be a very damp day across this area. And then, of course, we go to the fire danger, which we do have today in the southeast, but we especially have in the southwest. And again, we have made it. A lot going on, a lot of festivals. It is April, even though it doesn't feel like April. And we'll get your forecast. Overall, I would say the weekend looks fairly good weather-wise. We do have some storms. That's going to be with our system today, West Texas. We'll see the chance for some rain up into the Texas Panhandle. We'll get that into the middle of the country by Saturday. So anything going on in Dallas, you got to pay attention to the weather. Houston. The services for Barbara Bush will take place on Saturday, and we've got the chance for storms coming in here as well. That rain is going to be on the move to the southeast. So now we're going to be looking at more of a general rainy day. Memphis, Nashville gets into you by the late part of the day. Same thing in Atlanta. I think you'll be able to salvage a lot of your, at least first part of your weekend here to the south and east. And the northeast does look good. All right, listen to this.